the globe. And we are 3 lakh plus members across the globe running this organization. This is a non-profit organization. And yeah, so with this, as our Sergeant at Arms mentioned, that today's theme is Rise Like a Phoenix from the Ashes. And I'm very happy to welcome the Toastmaster of the day, who will take the session forward. She has a vast years of experience in Oracle, and she's a very active and passionate member of our Trailblazers Toastmasters Club, always ready to take up the roles and always motivate people to take up the roles as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Punta as a Toastmaster of the day.
Hello everyone. So today's theme is, as told by Ravindra, like rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Before telling about the theme, I would like to know like who have heard this thing before, like rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Like, did anyone heard about this term before, phoenix? Like how the phoenix is rising from the ashes. They want to share some experience about this topic. Then I will go ahead with my topic.
Only heard about the reason
Phoenix. About phoenix.
Mythological bird,
yes,
which came to life even after death.
Yes.
Basically, metaphor to communicate that you can always get back on your feet even after a nasty defeat.
Yes.
Or a nasty build-up.
Yes. It's a mythological bird. Like if the bird will get only one chance to take a rebirth, like if they will get into the fire, they will burn into the ashes, and they will get the rebirth. That one chance, if you will lose, then you will not get the second chance. So that is the main thing. So like that, in life we'll get many chances. But the first chance is very important. We should not lose that chance. Otherwise, we'll lament. We'll just regret that why we lost that chance. So this talking about this topic, I have a very nice poem, that Phoenix Lament. I'm going to describe that poem. This poem is having 5-6 stanzas. So in each part, I'll describe one stanza and I'll explain you. And I'll tell you how that phoenix one, like it is a bunch of birds, like mythological birds. Then one bird, all his friends, like her or his friends, they just went through that change. They burned into ashes, and one bird, it did not dare to go into that to burn, and how it is lamenting. So that is the regret of that phoenix. So first stanza, I'll just read out loud. So it's like, the poem's name is Phoenix Lament. The first stanza is, to blaze or is to embrace, I mused. To blaze means to go into the fire, to burn itself, or is to embrace, or it's like embrace the ease of the life, or ease, comfort. I mused, I was confused, I was thinking I should go into the fire, or I should face the challenges, or I should embrace the ease or comfort. To rest or rise. To rest means to stay in peace, or rise, or I should rise myself, like I should go beyond. I sought to choose. I was thinking to choose. I missed the mist, I should be mused. In this mist means in this confusion, I stood bemused, I was confused. I did not know what path to choose. I should embrace the ease of the life, or ease around me, or I should face the challenges. Regarding not my comrades' crews. Comrades' crews means his companion, his friends. Like they all are choosing the path, some path, and I am not going with them. I am choosing the different path. Regarding not my comrades' crews. So this is the first paragraph. So next paragraph I'll explain you in the next section. So before that, I will just want to explain the agenda of the meeting. So we'll divide the meeting in 3 parts. The first part will be the prepared speeches. The second part will be the table topics, and the third part will be the evaluation section. In the prepared speeches, today 2 speeches are there. Each speeches will take 5 to 7 minutes of time. In 5 minutes, we'll show the green flag. In 6 minutes, we'll show the yellow flag. In 7 minutes, we'll show the red flag. And they will take 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. And in table topics, like 1 to 2 minutes time will be given. And like we have to choose the topics will be given, and we'll choose one topic, and you have to speak up for 1 minute. In 1 minute 30 seconds, they will show 1 minute. They will show the green flag. 1 minute 30 seconds, they will show the yellow flag, and 2 minutes they will show the red flag. You'll get another 30 seconds to wrap up your speeches. then it will be over. Then evaluation section is whatever the speeches will be happening, for that evaluation will be going on. So that will be again 2 to 3 minutes of time. In 2 minutes, they will show the green flag. In 1.5 minutes, they will show the yellow flag, and in 3 minutes, they will show the red flag, and another 30 seconds, you will get to wrap up your speech. So with that, I would like to first call our general evaluator, Abhinav. So he is going to introduce like the tag team and what are their roles. So the general evaluator is Abhinav. Introduction, like he is like working on Oracle Retail AI Foundation app team. He has been Toastmaster since 2016. He has completed 2 paths, an advanced leader and advanced communication bronze. Served in district and club officer roles. He likes to stay creative by writing blogs, designing graphics, and crafting speeches. With that, I would like to invite Abhinav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, you are audible but not visible.
I'm not visible. No, that's the problem with the room. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Anyways, you're not getting anything seeing me. All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. Today, I'm playing the role of general evaluator, and my job is to evaluate the whole meeting. How the meeting started, how each role taker behaved, and they conducted themselves, and overall how the session went. So I'll give my report at the end of the meeting, and whatever can be improved upon every meeting, I'll try to suggest that. I can't do this task alone, so I have a team called Tag Team, Timer, Counter, Grammarian. So the first person who I'm going to invite is Timer. This person joined our club recently, and he's already given a lot of lovely speeches. Not only he's done that, he also started a really good kind of table topics called Pecha Kucha, which was very popular. So we'll see more of that. Please welcome Toastmaster Krishna as a timer.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And I would like to thank Toastmaster Mamta for making my life easy. So she already gave the timing rules, but just one addition out there. So today we have 2 prepared speeches. One is 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll show green at 5, yellow at 6, red at 7. And other speech is 11 to 12 minute speech. So I'll be showing green at 11, yellow at 10 to 12, sorry. Green at 10, yellow at 11, red at 12. Similarly for table topics, 1 to 2 minutes, green at 1, yellow at 1.5, red at 2. And for evaluations, 2 to 3 minutes, green at 2, yellow at 2.5, red at 3 minutes. So I'll be holding the red card for 30 more seconds after once I start showing it. So the speaker should wrap up within the next 30 seconds to be eligible for the club awards. Yeah, I'll prepare the report and publish my report at the end of the meeting when called upon the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Krishna. I hope your video will be visible to everybody in the room. Make sure that is pinned.
Yeah.
All right. Because we don't have cards here, I guess. All right. Second role taker is called our counter. That is being played by Shelly. Right now, she's not in the room. So we'll wait for her to come.
She's there.
I'll request. Visible? She's there?
But we cannot see you.
Yeah, that's right.
Come over.
Okay. If she's present in the room, that's great. So Shelly joined the club very, very recently, just 2 weeks back. And she's taking up the role for the second time already. So please welcome Toastmaster Shelly.
Thank you, Abhinav, for the warm welcome. So, as a counter, my role is to count the number of sounds and the words that speaker are going to speak, like that speaker are going to speak that are pause fillers, and I will also be evaluating on the overused words like so, like, as well, these kinds of words. And at the end of the meeting, I will present the report. Over to Abhinav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shelly. Lastly, the third role is called grammarian. And today, grammarian is somebody who also joined the club recently, but he has been Toastmaster for a long time. He likes to read books, he's into fitness, and he's also delivered wonderful speeches lately. Please welcome Toastmaster Anik.
Thank you. So I am the grammarian for today. I will be noting down good usage and not so good usage of the grammar and then provide the report. I would be also giving the word of the day and phrase of the day. So the word of the day is adroit. That is ADROIT. Adroit means clever or skillful. The usage would be he is adroit at tax avoidance. So it is kind of chalak if you say in Hindi. So that is the word of the day. Try to use the word of the day in your speeches today. And yeah. And the phrase of the day is brain box. Brain box is again is a very intelligent person, like genuinely intelligent person. So the usage would be a kind of years of practice turned him into a brain box. Or you can say I was good at school. I was a total brain box. So yeah, try to use the word of the day and phrase of the day in your speeches, and then I will provide my report at the end of the meeting. Over to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anik. So the goal in Toastmasters to not to be a brain box, but better is make your skills better at being adroit at several things, several roles we have there. And with that being said, I'll come back with my team at another meeting. Back to Toastmaster Mamta for the rest of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinav. So now I'm going to explain the second paragraph of my poem. The second paragraph of my poem is, my friends unfurl their wings of will, like that phoenix who is lamenting. It's saying that he's saying my friends, they were like adroit, they are very skillful, they're clever, they unfurled their wings of will. Will means they are like their इच्छा जो बोलते हैं, means it's like their like whatever wings they have just unfurled their wings of will. The inferno through they chose to soar. The inferno means intense fire. Like phoenix has to go through the fire to take the rebirth. So all of our friends were like, they are like smart enough, like that phoenix who is lamenting, thinking that they were like brain box, like totally, and like this phoenix is not a brain box, not clever enough to take that decision, and they just gone through that intense fire. They chose to soar. They chose means they have chosen the path to soar high, and they went through that intense fire. They strived to blaze and endure until a youth knew they could adore. They strived ablaze means they just went into the fire and they were burning, and they are not feeling that pain. They are not thinking that we are getting burned. They just wanted to take the rebirth. That was the only intention they were having. And they were so smart, they were so adroit, so that they took that decision and they went into the intense fire. And they took that decision and they're burning. They strive to blaze and endure until my youth and you they could adore. Until they were burning, until they will take a new birth and they will become youth again. So this is the second paragraph. So I would like to explain one more paragraph. The wings of will I did not possess. That wings of will I did not possess. That phoenix who was lamenting did not possess that wings of will. Afraid to blaze, my true confessing, I was afraid to blaze. I was afraid to go into that fire. A phoenix lone, forlorn I stood. Phoenix lone means I'm lonely now and I'm in solitary, I'm completely in lonely state. My peers renewed. My peers all renewed. They took rebirth. I nearly could. I nearly could means I could not take that rebirth. I could not dare to go into that fire to take the rebirth. I would like to ask, like, if anyone of life faces challenges, but they did not dare, means they are not trying to face that challenge and lamented. Like anyone face a situation, it's not like that everybody is dare enough to face the challenge. I myself could not face the challenge many times, and I wanted to be in my comfort zone. So I am just giving this, explaining this poem to encourage myself also, that I can take some step, and I'm slowly doing that one. So like that, if anybody has faced such challenges in life and they could not took the dare step to go ahead of that challenges, like I just want to know experience. Okay.
So I got to know about Toastmaster last year, okay, but I didn't join there. Okay.
Okay, that small step. Yes, that small step is also like for us it might not be a big challenge, but for one person it can be a big challenge also, like to go ahead of like something and to take that step. Anybody else want to share some experience? Like something has happened and they repented, oh, I could have taken that step, why I could not take that step, and why I'm here. Like anybody has faced such challenges or situation? Any online folks, they want to say something? Yeah, please.
Yeah. So when I was in 10th standard, board exams over, I and my cousin decided that we'll ride a motorcycle. So my uncle had a bike moped. If people remember, it was a cycle and a moped. So we were having fun and I accidentally crashed and I got hurt on near the elbow of my right hand. So I burned my fingers there, and then I did not had the courage to go back and ride a motorcycle. I can cycle, of course, but not a two-wheeler. So that remains something which I feel I've been left out.
So now you can try that one. You have to come out. No, slowly you can try. So now you maybe also with your wife, so you're thinking, no, I'll not dare to do, but you can still do. That fear we have to overcome slowly. It will take time, but we can overcome. So with that, I will just go
Thank you.
to the next part of our Toastmaster section. So that will be like speech section. I am like the first speech will go. So before that, I would like to invite the first evaluator, Krishna. So he is like, he has just taken the time. Swati. Okay, okay, no, I think. Swati C. Joy. Swati like also is our active member. Not active now. From funeral she's passed. She has gone to Lucknow and she told me she was active, but she went to Lucknow and she was there in her comfort zone. And she came back and she got lot of sweets also for us. Thank you, Swati. And she was like very nice to us. Like she was taking all the roles whenever we have given. And today also she came back and whenever we just asked her to take the roles, she took. And she is like taking all the initiative. And thanks, Swati, for taking the evaluator role. You have to come and please tell the speech objective of your.
Hello everyone, I am Swati Ronia. So this is my first session where I will be an evaluator. So I will be evaluating the Sayaka's speech on don't judge a book by its cover. So that's a very good topic chosen by him, and I will try my best that I don't judge him. And yeah, so as told previously, I will get I think 2 to 3 minutes to evaluate his speech. And yeah, so I am telling in advance, I will try to be a brain box and evaluate his speech. But pardon me if I do any injustice in your evaluation. Okay. Thank you.
So before calling my first speaker, I would like to introduce my first speaker. His name is Sai Akash. He's online. Today he's not present here offline. So you can spotlight so that like guests also can see him. Who is Sai Akash? Okay, you can see that by name. Okay. Sai Akash, he joined Oracle 8 months back. 8 months back is written 2-3 months back. It might be more. It might be more. It's been 1 year. And he joined as an MTS in OCI. He is a foodie who loves traveling and knowing people around him. As a coffee addict, he loves meeting people for coffee chats. His reason for joining Trailblazers is mainly to get rid of his stage fear and become a more confident and effective speaker. Nowadays, he's trying to review his long dead reading habit. He's attempting his project L1P2. Okay, so he's telling that he's having stage fear, but I have not seen like he's having stage fear. This is just what he has written. He's saying with lots of confidence. I will just like to say about his speech. His speech title is Don't Judge Book by its cover. With that, I would like to say like Sai Akash. Speech title is Don't Judge Book by its cover. Don't judge book by its cover. Sai Akash. So over to you, Sai Akash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mamta. Please confirm if I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Yep. And Krishna is the timer, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Is someone saying something? No, no. Oh, so yeah, I was planning to come there and give the speech, but today I got stuck in the rain, so I'm doing this online. Oh yeah, I'll start this. Krishna can start the timer. So hello all, good afternoon, good evening, whatever. I am Sakash, and this is my second speech in Toastmasters. And as the title says, you must be thinking this is an idiom which we keep hearing. What's different? So I will try to share a few events which have occurred in my life where I feel this specific saying has been highlighted. And since there are a few guests here also, so what there's a thing which happened to me last few months ago, which I had a fracture on my finger, and I had to wear this. But I don't even know what it's called at this point. So I had to wear this for a month or so, and this kind of changed my life for a while. Fortunately, now I can remove this. I'm fine without it. So it changed my life for a while. So I couldn't travel. I was dependent on the public transport or cab services to travel. And during that time, I came across an event which I would like to share. So, see, no one likes traveling in cabs. At least I don't. It's first of all, it's costly. It's not fun. You just have to keep sitting, and especially if you're alone and you're going to office, you don't feel like doing that. But there was one special cab ride which I do remember. So it was a typical Bangalore evening. It was about 4 or 5 o'clock. I was done with work. I just wanted to get home and just hit the bed. But I couldn't. I didn't have my bike. So I had to wait for a cab. And the issue is I had booked the cab 3 days before. Because in Bangalore you can't get a cab in instant, especially during the 5 to 7 hours. So I boarded the cab and I was just too tired. I was just scrolling through my phone to see the losses I had in stock market that day. I wish I was adroit at making profits, but unfortunately I'm not. So I was bored. I just thought, okay, bye. Let's strike a conversation with the cab driver. And before moving forward, I'd like to ask you all a question. What comes to your mind when you think of a cab driver? Anyone? A single line.
Maybe they talk a lot.
He's been not so sophisticated. He's been like simple.
Yeah, simple person who is working hard. He's working hard 10 to 12 hours a day. He has to make his ends meet, and he's working for his family. I've seen people the cab drivers who also sleep in the car during the night because they don't have any place to stay or they can't afford to go back. So that's the situation of a typical cab driver. Even that's what I had in mind. So while talking, we were just having a rough conversation. So he told me one thing which struck me. He's like, I recently came back from Dubai. The moment he mentioned Dubai, I was like, what do you mean Dubai? Isn't that place where everyone wants to go? I want to go. I think every one of you wants to go. Take a cab ride, go to the Ferrari world. Then he told me, yeah, I went to Dubai. I used to work as a chauffeur in one of the five-star hotels. At that moment, I was dumbstruck. You went to Dubai, you're working for a five-star hotel, and you could drive the best cars available. A follow-up question to you guys. What's the costliest car you could think of?
Porsche.
Porsche is cheaper for him. Any other company?
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, okay. He drove a Rolls Royce. I confirmed that from him. Any other?
Ferrari.
Ferrari, even he drove that too.
Bentley.
I think
Bugatti.
even I think BYD even we can get in India. But the point I'm trying to make is he had driven all the cars which a rich person had because he was chauffeuring at a five-star hotel where the Sheikh's kids came. He just mentioned that he couldn't drive one car which was Bugatti because the Sheikh's kids weren't comfortable giving it to someone else. So that's where they draw the line, Bugatti. But yeah, I was really surprised. Like you had such a great life. Okay, I'm assuming it's great, but yeah, in my view it was great, and you were earning good. Why did you come back? Like I'm a very inquisitive person, so I asked that. So he had a very sad answer that he had some family problems, and he had to come back. I didn't say much because like there's nothing you can do. But I asked another question. why are you driving for Blue Smart? I didn't mention this before, but he was driving for Blue Smart. So he told me one thing which kind of still hits me to this day. Like he had planned his career in the way that he's working in Bangalore right now. And he had chosen Blue Smart because Blue Smart has an office or they have the services in Dubai. So he was playing a long-term game where he had joined a company which will slowly go back to his dream city of Dubai. So, friends, what I'm trying to highlight here is this kind of clarity or the kind of motivation this cab driver had is something which I never thought I would see. This is something which was the first time I had come across. And this was one incident where I was talking about don't judge a book by its cover. I'll go ahead with one other incident since I have a little time. Indranagar is a place where you can find a lot of good places to have coffee. And like in my intro, I'm a coffee addict. I decided to go to a coffee place with a friend. The moment I entered, the coffee place wasn't that big. It was about 3/4 the size of the room you're sitting in right now. It was very well decorated. There were plants everywhere. It gave a full, what to say, authentic, not authentic, I would say old vibe where people drink coffee, chill out. There was no tech. It was just a simple old antique coffee place. The person at the counter was the only one present there. He was wearing a whole antique apron. He had a long hair. He had a bun made out of his hair. And I think he was wearing a mala. I don't know the exact words for it. The moment I saw him, I told my friend, this person has to be too passionate about coffee. The way he's dressed up, the way this place is made, the way he's doing his job. He has to have a background story. He must be having a lot of passion for coffee. I believe he must have she must have struggled a lot to open a coffee place in Danagar, where there's a lot of competition. I just kept assuming things about him just because of the way he looks and the way he dressed and the way he put himself forward. Even my friend agreed. So, being the inquisitive self I asked, hey man, do you own this place? Like, how long have you been working here? The next few words which came from his mouth were, no, bro, I just work here for time pass. I'm just earning my share here as I'm a student. I don't even drink coffee at this point. These words which came out of his mouth disappointed me. All I could do was just look at my friend and thought, we were not the brain boxes we thought we were. This was just something which I didn't expect. So again, this was an incident where I thought of a good thing about some person, but it didn't turn out that well. So my whole intention of sharing these two events were to show you both sides of judging someone by the looks or by the job they do. And as you could see, the first event, I thought that person wasn't good enough, but he did an amazing job. He had aims in life. Second person who I thought was just doing very good stuff was normal person, not bad, just a normal person who just looked different. So thank you, and I hope you keep this saying in mind next time you have a look at someone and decide to judge them. Thank you.
Thanks, Ayakas, for your wonderful speech. So now we'll go to our second speech. So before our second speech, I would like to call off our second evaluator. Is Sailu. He's having 3+ of IT experience, currently working in customer success team at Oracle. He's a gold medalist in BTech and wants to explore, learn and embrace the beauty of this diverse world. He was our former president and his area director. He's having a lot of things to say. Please come here. Say about the speech object.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Narayanan, is going to attempt his path completion speech. After this speech, he is going to officially complete his second part. And the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect his growth during the completion of the entire path. And the purpose of this speech for the member is to share some aspect of his growth during the completion of the path. Timer, please note that the time limit is 10 to 12 minutes. I wish all the very best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Narayanan. Back to you, Toastmaster Narayanan.
Thank you, Sandhu. So our second speaker will be Narayan sir, and he is a trailblazer for 9+ years now. He is a past club and district officer. Then to face a real-time Phoenix moment. When I saw his introduction, I got surprised. It was like coincidence, my topic and his introduction. But has stopped foot in the heap of ashes every now and then and still dusting those ashes. With that, I would like to invite Narayan sir, and I would like to say that like he's Narayan Mahalingam. L5, he's going to say like L5 reflect on your path, the path maker. L5 reflect on your path, the path maker, Narayan Mahalingam.
10, 11, and 12. Audible, visible? Online audience. Am I audible, visible? Great, thank you. As I was contemplating on my approach for this particular project, as I was preparing my speech for this particular delivery, it just sunk into me that I have completed one path, which means 5 levels, ranging to about 13 to 16 speeches. And here I am completing the second path also, done the 5 levels, 13 to 16 speeches almost average. And here I am in front of you, trying to be the path breaker. Madam Toastmaster of the day, fellow Trailblazers, my dear guest, watch me closely. I'm sure you will see a creamy white halo right over my head. Angels dressed beautifully, circling around, showering rose and gold petals. Seeing them, right? You better say yes. In a Toastmasters parlance, in a Toastmasters world, you complete a path, you are called a path breaker. And the whole world will now call me path breaker. Sounds good, right? But my attempt today is to try to make myself a path maker rather than a path breaker. Both of them, I mean, no disrespect meant to the parlance of the Toastmasters. Over these years, I've seen people from our club, I've seen people from other clubs, I've observed them delivering the speeches, I've observed them executing various roles, and from listening to them, from observing them, from hearing them, listening to them, working with them closely, I was able to pick up certain things here and there, and my journey here has been absolutely wonderful. One of my objectives in today's speech, I'm trying to just share with you what I've learned, and more importantly, I would want to share what I did not do properly so that you guys will at least avoid those mistakes and do something new. You can always make new mistakes. Don't do what mistakes that I did. That's going to be my core area. So in a typical Toastmasters language, we all know that we've got a path, and a path has got 5 parts. And every path has got its own objective, and I am not going to go into that. I'm sure all of you know. The non-members may not know that, but it is okay if they don't know it at this point in time. I'm not going to go into details of what a path is, what a level is, how do you become a path breaker, stuff like that. No. But I want to share with you a couple of learnings that I took away completing these 2 parts and as being a trailblazer. And I'm also going to share mistakes that I have made, the mistakes that are still not corrected, so that you guys will correct it at least in your level, at least when you start off. The kickoff portion is that we all know what communication is all about. There are various branches in communication. A simple look at someone's face is also a non-verbal communication. Giving a lecture also is a communication. Now, many of us have this fear of public speaking, and the reason is that because we think that what if I do something funny on the stage? What if I'm not able to convince what I want to convince? What if there are comments? What if I'm being judged? These are the common areas, parameters that act as boulders in front of us, and we say, okay, this time let him talk, I'll talk next time. This session let him do, next session I will do later. I'm not good in I'm good only in my mother tongue. I'm not good in my English language. So probably I'll do it sometime later. So we kind of keep pushing it. So the first push given by Toastmasters is something called an icebreaker. And there is no specific topic as to what you can approach an icebreaker. You just need to introduce yourself. Now, I have seen people talk about Mother Teresa, Abdul Kalam, Ratan Tata and all in the icebreaker speeches. No harm done, but it's always good to talk about yourself as your first speech. Now, a lot of people think that excellent speaker here. My God, how good the speaker is. Wish I could talk like that one day. Remember, the best speakers in the world, whoever you know as the best speaker in your dictionary, makes mistakes. They may act very confident on the stage. You think they are nervous? They are nervous. You shake their hands, you will feel the palms sweaty. They will be nervous. But then, why are they at that level? The reason is that they acknowledge that they are not perfect. They are willing to take their lessons, the lessons that they learned from their previous mistakes, and the next opportunity they go back there and correct the mistake and make a new mistake from there onwards. That's how it is. So the Toastmasters International recommends you to first get to the stage for just 4 minutes. Talk about who are you, introduce yourself. That's it. And the community here gives us a standing ovation when you first give your icebreaker and when you at last complete your path. This motivation makes wonders. You can always expect the best from your teammates, from your family, if that other person is given adequate encouragement. Now, the second quality that makes a good communicator, which I really learned, is a lot of us see, but we don't observe. We hear, we never listen. Seeing is different from observing. Hearing is different from listening. The bus sound in the road is something a normal person can hear. We all know Vishveshwaraya, right? The architect of Karnataka. I read the article that he was lying on a train, the train was traveling. He was able to listen to a minor sound in the carriage wheel of the engine of those days. He immediately went to the guard and told that something wrong in your lever number 4. The guard never even, took him seriously, but he was persistent. He went to the driver and the train was stopped. They inspected. The carriage wheel is about to get snapped. We all know why he was such a qualified person to build dams of these sort. We are still living to talk about his name. The more we listen to somebody very attentively, there are two things happening. We first of all give space for the other person to communicate. That's very, very important, and that is something that is forgotten today. I was one of those guys who will always have a predefined answer. I'm going to talk to Shailu today, and if Shailu kind of gives me the answer that I want, Shailu is all clear. If Shailu gives the right answer, but if it's different from what I thought, I'll shut down my brain. I was right most of the times, but this was the attitude that I had developed through my college days. It's my way or the highway. When I give presentation to customers, I will say, this is what you will do, and this is what you should do. My communication was very different those days. I used to have a PPT. I used to talk super fast. Nobody will understand what I'm talking. Everybody will have a frown on their face. I still see a couple of frowns. So I'll slow down now. I'll show the application objects and I will tell them, this is what you will do. This is what you will do. End result is that no space for question answers, no space for doubts. No. I know the application. I know your process. This is what you will do. Matter over. It worked in certain points of my time, and that can't work right through, right? Toastmasters gives you a beautiful platform to first listen to someone first of all. Whether you agree with the person or not, listening makes a huge difference. Secondly, observing. A lot of us observe and then make a decision based on how the person presents itself. Now, the other thing which I took away from this was never judge a person. You are only supposed to judge a person's speech or a person's role. The world champion of public speaking this year, 2024, came in a wheelchair. And apparently she won. I had a feeling that just because she came in a wheelchair, maybe did she have an extra point scored? Was a question that I had. But then if you really listen to this speech without looking at her, the speech had a tremendous value. Of course it does. Listening very carefully and observing people are two qualities very vital for leadership and to be a better human. Now, these qualities of expressing yourself are completed in the first 2 levels. Now, the third, fourth, and fifth levels in the pathways are slightly different based upon the path that you take. The first path, diversion, there is going to analyze, analytics. We talk a lot of analytics nowadays. Analyzing a particular speech is something that is taught in Toastmasters. Now, we need not judge everybody who you may shake hands with 50 people a day, and there is absolutely no need for you to go and judge. This person came to Dhoti in office one day. So what? Is he from the south of Tamil, south of India? What? So I mean, we didn't do that. We didn't do that unless until you were a judge in a fashion walk show or something like that. Sometimes we tend to judge people even without knowing the credentials of the person. It is better that we judge the delivery of the person, the act of the person, the role of the person, rather than judging a person. None of us have the right to judge a person. And that is something that was taught, which I learned over a period of years by evaluating people. And if you think evaluation, judging is only for speech, it is not so. You can also be trained. Evaluation is also possible for roles. If you're taking any club role, if you're taking an area contest role, a division contest role, judging is also possible there for the role also. Your mentor will help you do that. And the last important stuff is the lighthouse effect. Lighthouse effect is something that I call as a mentoring effect. Now, mentoring is something that's very wonderful in this Toastmasters world. Mentor doesn't mean that I become the god, other person comes to me as the bhakta and please help me. It's not like that. It's most like a buddy system wherein you kind of share your perspective and ensure that the other person finds his next version. Let's say, for example, if I am mentoring Sai Akash, I cannot dump Narayan version 2 into Sai Akash. No, it is like I would like to have Sai Akash version 2.0 coming up from Sai Akash version 1.0. And as you spend time, your mentor becomes your close friend. My mentor is, I only have one mentor for all these years, never even changed for the last 8 years now. He was an Oracle employee, and he was also the club sponsor for our club when the club chartered. When I gave one of my speeches, I was so shy to record it, so I only had an audio recording. He just asked for a speech, saying it was a good speech. Can I listen to the recording? I was very shy. They said, "Do you really want to listen to this?" He said, "Yes." And he sat with me and I listened to the speech for 30 minutes, 3 times. And after that 30 minutes changed my life forever. He deliberated, dissected, debated the entire script and told me this is how you approach the same script. And I realized why he is so passionate, because that is why he was mentored. I today mentor about 5-6 people. Not everybody takes it seriously, but some do that. So sharing your objective with somebody is very, very essential. And the last part is your high performance leadership. Leadership in Toastmasters is not like you sit in a cabin and shout orders. No. You have to prove by example, lead by example without authority. When you know a club is struggling, you got to see that what is it that can be done to sustain the club, show the results, and then next enter another person follows. The areas that I have failed is like I see that over the last 1 year, my enthusiasm is probably not as it used to be 1 year before. I really don't know why. My evaluation levels are probably coming down. The curve is coming down. My participation is a bit sketchy. My speeches are a bit sketchy. I'm being very open about it because I just don't want you to do the mistakes. I spent probably too much of time taking my roles, doing my speeches. So finish your Toastmasters journey in 2.5 to 3 years, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm like a chop of log that is thrown into the sea. That's how I see myself. Whether I'm going to be a qualified boat, luxurious steamer, or a naval frigate, or a streamliner, I do not know. That's for time to decide. But a proud trailblazer is what I am. My learning journey will continue, and I am willing to share whatever I learned with all of you guys. Until then, my name is Narayan. Talk to you next time. Thank you very much.
It was a wonderful speech. We all took a lesson from it. We'll just incorporate all these things in our speeches. We have a long way to go. So thus, I would again come back to my theme, Rise Like a Phoenix from the SS. So I would like to recite the third stanza of this paragraph. Then I will go to other section of the Toastmaster. Their plumage placed in a bright display. So who can say their plumage means whose plumage means feathers, whose plumage placed in a bright display. Like you people are listening the poem, please tell me here they are signifying whom. Their plumage placed in a bright display.
Friends.
Yes. So their plumage, their feathers placed in a bright display. It is burning in the fire and it is becoming brighter and brighter. Was charred to cinders as ashen grey. Means it burnt into the ashes. It has become the ash. From cinders grey they rose again. From cinders grow they rose again means here also they like signifying home, like their friends. They rose again. That from the ashes they again took the rebirth. To youth unheard in times different. Like they have taken birth as a youth birds. Times different. Then I wistfully wailed and grieved each day. I was like lamenting and I was crying. I means here that that phoenix was lamenting and grieved each day. The splendid chance I would cast away. The splendid chance to go with its friends and to go into that fire and again to take the rebirth. That splendid chance he would cast away. Means he had lost that chance. I hearkened time's refrain resound, to its incessant pace my fate was bound. I can hear that time's sound that my fate was bound, that I cannot go to that path again, and I'm bound to this time's frame that I'm going to die. I cannot take rebirth. So this is what we might be facing this type of situation in life. I'm also facing. I will tell what I am facing, and I'm just saying this means all these things means I am saying means I should also take this lesson. I should incorporate it in my life. So before telling and asking all these things to you and explaining about myself, I would like to go to the next section, next agenda of our Toastmasters Club, that is table topics. And today the table topics section is been taken by our essay, like his essay, and he's Rabindra. I would like to talk more about him. He is working in OCI project. He's trying for betterment every day. We are seeing he's trying for betterment every day, enhancing spiritual growth and trying to spend each moment joyful. And he's like calm and quiet person, very comfortable with him to say anything and to ask anything. With that, I would like to welcome Mr. Ravindra. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Mamta.
Thank you.
So, I'm taking the role of table topics master. So, what is table topics? So, you will be given a topic and you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So, our timer will be noting the time. So, at 1 minute, timer will be showing the green card, and 1.5 minutes will be showing the yellow card, and 2 minutes red card. So you will have a buffer time of 30 seconds to conclude the speech. So I have a list of topics with me, around 7 topics. So you, in the form of numbers, so you have to, I will be sharing the screen. You can select the number, and behind that number you have the topic. So that's about, and let me share the screen. Okay. So I hope everybody of us are brain boxers. I mean, everybody is smart people. So they have their own ideas, innovative ideas. You can come up and share those ideas here. I will be giving the topic, so you can share those ideas in the form of topics. So who would like to go first? Thank you. So which number you would like to take? Make it friendship. So your topic is, what's one hobby you have that allows you to relax?
Okay.
There are many, but I will mention one, that is chess. Chess is, I think I was playing chess from my childhood, from like I was in 2, 3 standard. And then it was, I went to regional, but I didn't play that good chess. I was like just went to regional, didn't won anything. But in COVID times, there was one YouTuber that got very famous. That is a comedian also. I'm for Samay Raina, and he started playing chess, and that's when I remember I should play chess. And then started playing chess like the whole day. My mom's hates it, but I love the chess like crazy. And there's a one platform, chess.com, you can play with anyone. Like people, you can talk also, you can play chess also. So that is one of my hobby that I enjoys a lot. And it's more fun because my mom's hates it. So it's more fun to play that. So yeah, that is one of my hobby.
Thank you for sharing that. So next, so when I heard the chess, I feel like even my as the Ganesh Chaturthi is happening, right? So in our premises apartment, they're connecting chess competitions. So I have given my name. My kid is 5 years old. So I started teaching him playing chess. So even my elder kid, he's 11 years old. He started playing chess. So when I heard chess, I felt that even when everybody see my younger kid playing chess, they were amazed. Like he's only 5 years and he plays very nice. He plays very nice. So just I want to share that. So who would like to go next? So which number?
6 number.
So if you could choose any two famous people you have dinner with, who would they be?
Tough question.
Those two should be alive or
Definitely.
To have dinner with me alive.
yeah, means you're right. But if you could go back in time,
Yeah, all times, yeah.
Okay. I need some time to think about it because I never thought in that way. Like, I'm not that much fan of Bollywood, but in school days I was a big fan of Shahid Kapoor. So that's that's for number one. And I'm sure girls would relate when we heard the news of his marriage. That's so that is the first person with whom I would like to have dinner. And the second person is that I test the day Kiran Bedi, IPS Kiran Bedi. During school days, I used to hear her speech on TV. I remember whenever her speech used to come on TV, I maybe in another room, my father would call me just to listen her speech. So I would like to hear her speech and have dinner with her and talk in person rather than having this one-way conversation with her, listening her speech. And the reason is for the first person is like every teenager I had a crush on Shahid Kapoor. So that's the first reason I had. But then definitely after his marriage that crush was reduced. And the reason for the second person is Kiran Bedi is obviously she is like a pillar for women empowerment. She gave example to a lot of girls that they can also become what they want. Now they don't need to confine to a limited number of profession. They can choose any profession they want and even excel at it. So yeah.
for sharing your personal experiences on inspired people who inspired you. Yeah, even Kiran Bedi is one of the famous on women side, like women empowerment now. Okay, who would like to go first? Next, for the next topic, I would like to invite guests to participate. Okay.
3. Okay, would like to go with 3. What role do you think sports play in culture?
Yeah. So I think it really defines the contours of the household interactions. For example, in India, when we watch a match, it's for hours and hours. So we grow up listening to that silent hum of some commentary going on, people clapping. And if I connect that to my time in Europe, I felt that they are more into individual sports. And for them, staying outdoors, running, and pursuing those activities really defines, in a way, they need to spend some hours alone pushing their bodies. And we, because we play more collective sports, we enjoy time with friends. So the definition of enjoyment itself, connecting to how we enjoy food, how we enjoy working, I think it's defined more or less by what kind of sports we really.
Thank you for sharing your insights. So, I'd like to go with the last topic because of time concerns. So, who would like to go next for the last topic? Thank you. Which number? 5. So your topic is, what is the weirdest food combination you have made and tried?
Okay, so I do cook food, but not exactly weirdest. But I do watch YouTube videos, and there I've seen a few weirdest combination. So like one was like basically samosa ice cream. So the way we prepare like fruit ice cream and all those, so what they were doing, they were putting the samosa over there, and then they were rolling it out and cutting into pieces and making it like a samosa ice cream. And then there were also I know a lot of food combination were there. So for example, once they were preparing a noodle chocolate. So for example, veg noodle, and then they were adding chocolate syrup over there to, I don't know what it would taste like, but it was somewhere between noodle and somewhere between chocolate, but don't know what it would taste like. Then on the weirdest combination, like so what they do, like for example, on the bun side also, so they do like have burger. So they were having ice creams inside burger, and then deep frying it, putting into basically that basin part to make it pakoda kind of thing, and then frying it out. So I don't know what would happen to the ice cream inside the burger. So these were some of the weirdest combinations that I have seen. But yeah, I would never like to try one of that. In fact, making it, because I know I'm not going to eat that, so there is something which is going to be in waste. But yeah, if I would be having a YouTube channel, then I would definitely would have tried. So just to get the views. So yeah, that's Thank you for sharing your weirdest food combinations. Yeah, if you try those weirdest food combinations, your stomach will be upset, I know. And yeah, when I try something at home to prepare, it becomes weirdest. Like the outcome will be weirdest. So I was trying to improve on that. Okay. So with that, I will close this table topic session. So I would hand over stage to Toastmaster of the day.
So I'll go to the last part of my poem, and before that, I would like to ask all of you, like, if you don't have that Phoenix moment in your life, what is going to happen? Like you can say from your experiences, like if you will not have that Phoenix moment in your life, what do you feel like?
You never have learning experience.
Yeah. One thing is like no growth, no growth. You will be stressful.
not able to understand others if you don't.
Yeah. Yes. So these are the outcomes. Like I'll say share my experience. I'm here. This is my first company, and I am here from past many years. That years I don't want to say. It's 20 years. I have just completed 20 years in Oracle. I joined. So I am always trying to come out from this comfort zone, but this is the one regret still now. Like once in my lifetime, I would just like to try going out somewhere and try if I can survive. That will be my phoenix moment, because all other struggles I have survived till now, biggest struggles in life, real time struggles. But this professional struggle till now I have not taken up. This is like my true confession, and I am always getting motivations from my sister, from my husband, from everyone. Just try, you can do it. You can do it. But I am thinking, what if I cannot do it? How will be the market here? I've been working for many years, the same thing. How I'll face the challenges. But I think I can do it. I will try definitely. After reading out this poem, I will definitely, it might take some more time, but I'll definitely try to go through that, my phoenix moment. And this is true confession. And I'm giving this motivation that somebody would also say that phoenix moment. I'm happy here, no problem, but still, I'm trying. But still, I'm thinking that one thing will be regret in my life, I cannot do. Like, I just want to go out from my comfort zone once. At least then I can again come back to Oracle. But let me try once that I need to go out from that comfort zone once. So with that, I would like to read my last paragraph, and then I will hand over the stage to my general evaluator. So the last paragraph of the poem is, a phoenix lone for lone I lie. He was lonely and he is lying forlorn. Forever he is lying. As my final breath approaches nigh. Nigh means near. His final breath is approaching near. He is going to die, has become old, because he has not chosen the path to go with his friends. Unlike my peers, I am doomed to die. All his peers have taken rebirth, but he is dooming to die. Okay? I repent my choice and deeply sigh that I don't want to do. Through the shadow's maze, the seekers roam to discern the light that casts the gloom. I am going through the seekers roam, and I am trying to find out the light. But that light is gone from my life. While I recline by the Stygian lane. I recline means I lie down in that Stygian lane where I am going to take my last breath. In vain I shun the path of pain. I shun the path of pain. I have taken the path of pain instead of rising from it. In eternal slumber, I close my eyes. Then I was about to take my last breath, and I closed my eyes, for I chose to rest and not to rise. I chose to rest. I did not choose to rise. That unlike his friends. So this is the poem, and this is the poem, and I'd like to give credit to this poem. This poem is written by my daughter. Her name is Kushagri Agarwal. She's studying in standard 9. Being her mother, like now motherhood means for me now the greatest pride is being my mother of 2 kids, and that motherhood is the biggest pride in women life. Like this is my feelings. So I'd like to give that credit to her, and thank you for all of you to listen this poem of her. With that, I would like to invite our general evaluator to give his report and to other tag team reports. Thank you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Dr. Mamta. Can you hear applause to Mamta for such a wonderful poem, and to her daughter as well? So, one confession. So, last time you did a similar kind of poem, I had to search the source of it. I thought this can't be written by ninth class person. I couldn't find the source. So, kudos to your daughter for writing such wonderfully, and hopefully she has a great career in writing as well in future. Having said, round of applause to her. Having said that, now let us move on to the evaluations. I'll first invite the first evaluator for Toastmasters Sayakash, Toastmaster Swati, on the stage, please.
Just because I bring my laptop doesn't mean I have a lot of things to say. So, coming to first point, the first point where Sayakash excelled at. I liked he told 2 sides of the story. In one example, he gave where he was not that impressed, but when he listened the full story of that cab driver, he was impressed. On the other hand, he also told some other example of coffee shop where he thought that the person is really great, but when he told the reality was actually going on in his mind, he thought, okay, he is not that impressive what he assumed to be. That's so you told the both sides of the story. That was the main point I liked it. And second reason you want to work on. I felt somewhere you had the same energy throughout the speech. That maybe because you are on Zoom, not in person, and also you have finger fracture, so you must be in pain because of that fracture. So I assume these two things, but overall, during oral speech, your tone and volume were almost same. They were not changing according to the situation or according to the excitement of the situation. So that one point you can work on. And third point, to challenge yourself. Frankly speaking, I can't give any opinion on this point because even I am the new in this evaluation and I don't want to give wrong feedback. So, telling frankly, I can't give any suggestion on how you can improve yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashma Swati, and wonderful evaluation for the first time you did. It didn't look like first time, but it was really well done. So I had a couple of points. One point is that each speech has an objective. So as an evaluator, you have to tell about the objective of the speech in the beginning, like what the speech meant to do. Whether it was speech about body language or it was about vocal variety or speech with a purpose. So what's the objective you should tell? Like Narayan said, we should not judge a person, we should judge the speech. To judge the speech, we should know what objectives the speech has. Okay, that's one thing you can learn on that. So for that, Sayaka should have sent you the PDF. If he had sent, it would have the objectives on top as well, even there. Otherwise, great evaluation. You told about the right points. Need to always say something to challenge. It's okay. You did a wonderful job. So, Sayakash, you did again a great speech. It was a conversational style speech, which I liked. People listened to you throughout your speech. There was not even a dull moment. But like Swati said, you can try to improve upon it by doing some voice modulations, by building up something and then coming it down. So that kind of thing, people will not get bored eventually because 5 minutes is okay. A longer speech is presented, people might get bored because of no voice modulations. That's the only takeaway. Moving on to the next speech, can you have Toastmaster Chalu or Toastmaster Narayana?
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. When you take upon a challenge, what matters is the journey, not the destination. And the way you transform in the journey, that matters. Just like rise like a phoenix from the ashes. And in terms of Toastmaster Narayanan, we can say he's a samosa lover. So just a samosa comes out from the oil after being transformed. So that thing we have seen today in the speech of my target speaker, Toastmaster Narayanan. Toastmaster Narayanan, you know the tagline of Toastmasters, where leaders are made. The traits of a leader is to show what mistake he has done and what are the things that their juniors have to follow. And that Toastmaster Narayan beautifully crafted through his speech. You have taken us to the journey of a path, starting from icebreaker to the path breaker or a path maker, as in your terms. Toastmaster Narayanan, you help the audience visualize. You have taken the audience with yourself. You have a very nice confidence and a positive body gestures. You have excelled on that. And everything what a path breaker speech should include, you have included everything from top to bottom. Kudos to you on that. A very small suggestion I want to give you. When you were talking, I felt you were more focusing on the online audience rather than the offline audience. I felt that eye contact was missing. Some point of time, I felt you were looking down. When you're looking down, you just get disconnect from the audience. That you can improve and also take the offline audience with you also. That can be a great thing. Anyway, you have connected the audience well. You have created the space for the humor. But with this fine suggestion, I think you are going to be a great speaker. You're already a great speaker. You can just include these points. And at the end, I just want to say, greater confidence, great gestures, body language, super vocabulary. And with this, all the small points, I can say, Your speech was fantastic. And as a evaluator, I always crave whether the objective is met or not. And I must say the objective has perfectly met. And it's the second path of my target speaker. And you are always a pillar of Trailblazers Toastmasters Club. And I request you to please continue with more path and enlighten us with your speeches. All the very best and kudos to you. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
To me. Shalu to me.
Sorry.
Continue. Thank you very much, Shalu, for such a wonderful evaluation. All the points which you mentioned were really valid and very relevant as well. No comments on your evaluation, Toastmaster Narayanan. Congratulations for your path breaker speech. Reflect on your path. Now you have done 2 paths. That's a great achievement. Can you give an applause for Toastmaster Narayanan? Big achievement. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to do all this. And like how Toastmaster Shalu mentioned, whatever improvement points are there, you can try to improve upon it. And like you mentioned, your confidence is great, but your enthusiasm going down. Don't worry about it. You can come every time, every week, give a speech, and it will come back again. All right. That being said, let us now talk about the roll tickers for the meeting which we had. Can I ask timer Krishna to tell about the timings for everybody?
Thank you, Toastmaster. When coming to the timings, for the speech section, Sai Akash took 7 minutes 45 seconds. Narayanan sir took 13 minutes 25 seconds. And coming to the table topics, Shaili took 52 seconds. Swati took 1 minute 25 seconds. Abhinan 57 seconds. And Harshit 1 minute 40 seconds. For evaluations, Swati took 1 minute 32 seconds. Shaili took 2 minutes 25 seconds. That's it from my side. Over to you, Abhinan.
Okay. Thank you so much.
13 minutes 25 seconds.
All right. I hope Toastmaster Ravindra will note down the people who did not qualify for these. Next, we have our counter, Shaili. Shaili, can we have the report for our counter, please?
So the Toastmaster of the day, it was a really good poem. I learned a lot that I will continue this journey with it. And what I could find is, I could find many likes. You were saying many likes. So it was 12 likes that I could find. Then coming to the Shalu, I couldn't find anything. And then Narayana, it was a wonderful speech. You told us, like, I'm the beginner, so how I should proceed. So only one I can find out. And then coming to the Ravindra, I could find many souls. So there was 8 souls that I could find. Then Anek, only one so I could find. Then Krishna, I couldn't find anything. Then Shalu, I couldn't find anything. Then Swati, I could find 2 hours and 2 likes in your speaking. And Sai Akash, it was wonderful confidence. So I couldn't find anything. Abhinav, I couldn't find any hours there as well. And the first guest, Harshit. So I could find 3 hours in your speech, and the second one, it was 2 hours. Yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaili. Anik just mentioned to me that he went out for a meeting. So I did not have a grammarian report, but I heard a lot of people use the word of the day, adroit, as well as brain blocks. So round of applause, everybody, yourself. All right, moving on to the now role takers in the actual order. Toastmaster Ravindra was a sergeant at arms. He started really well. He told about the ground rules. Now he remembers them easily. So wonderful job, Toastmaster Ravindra. The only thing which I can suggest to you is that since you know the theme, you can tell about the theme also for 2 minutes. You can take your time about theme as well. Just set the context. Then we had Toastmaster Shalu as a presiding officer. Great job, Shalu, because Dinesh was not present today. You could take up the mantle for the presiding officers and did a wonderful job. You introduced the guest. You told about the theme. You also told about Toastmaster Mamta. So the introduction of Toastmaster Mamta was done really, really well. So again, great job, Toastmaster Shalu and Toastmaster Ravindra. All the other role takers were also fabulous. I did not find any problem with anybody. And Toastmaster Ravindra as a table topic master was also wonderful. The great topics which were given, everybody can speak on that. They were very easy to speak on. I think if you want to avoid using a PPT, you can do that. It is not required if this topic is just a line, just a text line, because people have to listen also. So it improves their listening skills. Next and the last person is the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mamta. First of all, she had a really great theme, Rising Like a Phoenix. She explained it very well. She tried to keep it very casual with interaction with the audience. That was done really, really well. Few suggestions I have, Toastmaster Mamta. One is that you are seeing the poem, others are not able to see that poem. So you don't have to speak one line and explain about it. Speak full stanza and then tell the gist of the poem. You don't have to give one line and tell about each word in between, because people not seeing the poem, they will not be able to understand what you're trying to speak about. Okay. So whenever anybody just says a poem, tell about the whole stanza and then the summary of the stanza. Need not really spell out each and every word. That's the only thing which I had about the poem. Second part is that if already a person is introduced, for example, Shalu was already introduced, we don't have to recite all the introduction again for him, because people already know about the person who was on the stage. And third thing about the title of the speeches. So we can say the person who coming on the stage is attempting their level 1 P2. And the title of their speech is this. Narayan's speech was not L5 path maker. It was just the path maker. The small things if you can improve upon. Otherwise, great job, great confidence. Session was interactive. The poem was really, really good. And I think if you can improve on that, that will be really good. And with that being said, today overall session I think was really good. Everybody would have enjoyed it. I hope more guests can participate in table topics in future as well. And with that being said, back to Toastmaster Mamta for the closure. Thank you.
Thanks, for your detailed report. So before wrapping up this session today, I would like to ask, can you tell me some real-time heroes, who rises from the ashes, like a phoenix? There are many real-time heroes.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay. Yes, he has faced a big setback in his life and he rose from him like that. Then
Yuvraj Singh.
yes. Narayan Murthy sir, J.K. Rowling, some more names.
Steve Jobs.
Yes, Steve Jobs. Kiran Majumdar sir. Baba Amte, you have heard of this name, Baba Amte? I will tell, there's some new name, Baba Amte, an acclaimed social worker. He worked for the Amte faced the challenges of working with the leprosy patients, often facing societal stigma and personal hardship. His dedication to improving the lives of leprosy patients and communities and led to the establishment of the Anandwan community, which continues to provide support and rehabilitation. So this is Baba Amte. So this is one new name. So I wanted to tell the new details about him. Nelson Mandela, 27 years he spent in jail. Then he came out and he fought for their people and did so much work for the society. Then Sundar Pichai. Then some more names like you can say some more. Priyanka Chopra. Okay. Then Manmohan Bhiwapurkar. Who have heard of this name? Manohar Bhiwapurkar, an Indian entrepreneur who founded the company Maha Online. Have you heard of this online company Maha Online? Despite significant initial setbacks and financial challenges, he was able to turn the company into a major player in the digital services space, including e-governance solutions. So you can go and find out this. Manohar Bhiwapurkar. So all these people, they have faced this moment and they rose from that. We can also learn. They are also like normal human beings like us. They have chosen the path to rise. Like that, we can also do that thing, and we can, like everybody is having that moment, and we have to just leave our comfort zone. We have to come out from that comfort zone and face the challenges. We can also rise. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Shailu. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta. I request all of the participants, including the guests, to please scan this QR and vote for the best speaker, best role taker, and all. And what a wonderful session by Toastmaster Mamta. Thank you so much for taking us through the new ideas and the new ways of taking TMOD role and taking the like deciding the topics. And huge kudos to your daughter for writing such a beautiful poems and all. So for all the guests here, I would like, any of you would like to give some feedback, if any of you have some feedback, anything on improvement, what you have learned, any one of you.
Yeah, I think it was really, I am still shocked that it's a poem written by a 9-year-old.
No,
And
not 9. She's studying in 9th standard.
9th standard, like 14-year-old, but I thought it's like one of those classic poems that, I feel the relevance of the content was really, really profound and I could connect to it really well. And I think some of our humorous, some were, so the variety of the content was really entertaining. So I didn't think that these 1.5 hours would go fast. So it was really good.
Thank you so much. All right, Ravindra, we have all the votes.
We have only 5 responses. Because of timing, they were disqualified.
Okay, we have 5 only.
5 responses.
Okay, so I request everyone to please do online audience, please do it. And I would just like to tell you, we meet every Thursday, 3 to 4:30. You can join our Slack channel and you can just ping us on Slack if you want to be a part of Trailblazers Toastmasters Club. We have mailing group as well. Every Thursday we roll out our invites, so you can just come, you can bring your guest. If you are a guest, if you want to take part, please let us know. We'll enroll you to the club. And with this, thank you so much for joining. Ravindra, can we have the results, please?
Yeah, we have 8 responses.
Okay.
So for table topics, we have 2 disqualifications because it was spoken less than 1 minute, and 1 evaluation disqualification. Is less than 2 minutes. So here are the results. For best speaker, it's Toastmaster Narayana. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Harshit. And best evaluator is Toastmaster Shailu. And best meeting role taker, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mamta. And best auxiliary role taker is, it's timer, Toastmaster Krishna Chaitanya. That's it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravindra. With this, we are at the end of the meeting and I formally close the meeting. Thank you all for joining. Can we have a group photograph? All the online audience, please turn on the video, and offline audience, please join me here. Enjoy the session.
Lot of learning today.
Great. Hope to see you soon as a member.
Yes, yes.
This place is, Shailu, this is for you. This spot is for you.
I don't know.
Please come, please come.
Yeah, it's difficult for you to converge. Ah, that's perfect. Who's staying?
Abhinav, area G2.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Abhinav. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
We have
Thank
a sweets here. Those who are online, I'm very much sorry.
Yeah.
They can just see.
You can do talk. You
They can
spoke
just
about
see.
today.
Yeah, we